Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Royal Soft Games. Today in this video we are going over on how to build a budget gaming PC that can play almost any games and any application in 2020 with fast performance and high resolution. So in order to I'm making this video for most of the beginners who don't know anything about how to choose compatible PC parts. And I'm going to show you everything, including all of the parts, including the video of how I will install the things in the motherboard and case. So stay tuned and watch the video until the end and tell me if you have any question. Okay, in order to make your life easier, as you saw the parts I bought, you have to choose the compatibility of the cards together to see if they're going to work with each other. So I will recommend you, there are many websites, but I recommend you this website. It makes your life way easier, which is PC Part Picker. So when you come to this website, it shows you a blank page and you can add the parts you want, and it checks if they're compatible with each other or no. However, in order to save some time right here for you, I already chose the parts and I'm going on just to talk about it. So for this budget gaming PC, I noticed that since it's a budget one and we don't have lots of money to spend on a graphics card, I decided to get a CPU with graphic cards built in it, integrated graphics, which can play almost any games at 60 FPS. So after lots of research and experience, I found out that the AMD Ryzen 3 3200G 3.6 GHz quad-core processor is one of the best options available on the market due to its price and its features. This is a 3.6 GHz, but you can overclock it almost to 4 GHz, and it has a 2 GB of VEGA 8 integrated graphics. That's very good. 2 GB of VEGA 8. You can play almost any game in medium resolution, but if you get a dual channel RAM, which I will talk about, you can even boost up this thing to a $400 graphic card. So when you play with this or you play with the $400 graphic cards, there is no difference. And that's the reason it's a good budget gaming PC. The price is $89 right here. It says this PC part picker fine, but I got it for $70. I know you can even get it for cheaper if you find and research in your local store to buy it. The next thing we want is a Gigabyte B450 DS3H MicroATX AM4 motherboard. Many people want B450 motherboards, which are very good motherboard, but they having an issue with Ryzen 3 since most of the B450 they need a BIOS update in order to get Ryzen 3 work with them. And to BIOS update, you need to flash update it, and which is a very hard process. If you do anything wrong, you lose your motherboard. So I decided to get a good motherboard that has RGB in it, that has HDMI features in it, USB 3, and lots of other things, high-end capacitor for audio, and it's already BIOS updated. So the best motherboard I found is Gigabyte B450 DS3H MicroATX AM4. This motherboard don't need a BIOS update. Again, I'm repeating, this motherboard don't need a BIOS update with Ryzen 3 third generation. So you can even install Ryzen 9 on this thing and don't do BIOS update. When you boot up, it works immediately. You don't need to do anything. Right here in this website, you see there's a compatibility warning. When you go down here, it says some AMD B45 chipset motherboard may need a BIOS update period using the CPU. But I'm telling you right here, this motherboard don't need a BIOS update. So this motherboard was $72.99. The price is correct right here. I've got that for that price. And then the next thing we need is a G.Skill Ripjaws V Series 16 GB. Why I choose this one? Because the price is great, $67. It's a dual channel memory, DDR4 3200 CL16. So very fast performance, very good looking, and it's dual channel. Why we need dual channel? Because we're using an integrated graphics and we can benefit from the dual channel. So a 16 GB dual channel acts as a 32 GB single channel. So when you get the 16 GB, your motherboard automatically cuts 8 GB of this 16 GB and adds it to your integrated graphic. So you have 10 GB of graphics and you can play any game with high resolution. And then the other 8 GB acts as a 16 GB. So you have no lack in performance, everything works fine. After that, we need a SD or HDD. Throughout many years of experience, I found out that HDD 6 GB per second works basically same as SSD because the speed is very fast and you can't even notice any difference in it because the difference is milliseconds and it doesn't matter. For me, I feel this is better since the price is very good, $54 for 2 TB, and I choose this brand Seagate. Very good. I like it. And then for the case, I wanted something to have a fan, and most importantly for the fan to be noiseless. And I wanted to be a MicroATX, and I wanted to be real tempered glass because lots of cases you see on market, there are uh, plastic and the material is not good. I got this GAMDIAS TALOS E1 Micro ATX. The price is $124, but I mean, if you're tight on budget, you can choose any other case that is Micro ATX. It works perfectly. So this one I'm building, I'm showing you, it's under $500, but for me the price is a little bit more for the case and some other things that I will show you. The next most important thing is your power supply. All of this you can see right here, it gets 159 watts of power. But if you add some more RGB and other things, you can even reach 300 watts. But in order to give your system a boost in power so you get better performance, I recommend the 500 watt 80 plus bronze EVGA power supply. Uh, Trust me, if you get 80 plus EVGA, it lasts for a couple of years. Other ones, they ruin your motherboard and your everything. It messes up everything, the unbranded one. You should get a brand one, the price worth it for it. It's only $68. Then for myself, I got a Microsoft Windows 10 Pro for $142. But if you have a laptop or an old PC, you still can put some of the parts in your PC and use the same Windows, or you can do other things for your Windows. So this video, I'm selling you under $500 budget gaming PC. It's without the Windows, but I'm just showing you what I use for the Windows. Then you can use a Gigabyte Wi-Fi adapter for $49, or I use the $18 unbranded Wi-Fi adapter which works perfectly. You can see the benchmarks and everything for it, and also you can see the Wi-Fi adapter I used in the video after this. For the monitor, I tried the Acer monitor, AOC monitor, but I didn't like them. So for this budget gaming PC, I'm using HP P224 21.5 inch. I think 21.5 inch is good because more than that, when you're sitting in front of it, looks like you can see the pixel. This one is very good for gaming. It has an infinity screen and very good monitor. I like it. Okay, so for me the total $794, but if you bring down, if you remove the windows and you get a cheaper case and you get a cheaper Wi-Fi adapter or you use LAN, the price goes down to 500 for you. And Another thing I want to mention right here is that I made a specific videos for each of these components I talk, and I go over their benchmark, go over their feature, go over their compatibility, their cables, everything. And the link for each one of them is below in the description. So if you want to know more about each one of these, basically go to the description below and find out the video and watch it. I made a video for the CPU, motherboard, memory, storage, the case, the power supply, everything, the monitor. I even made a video on the Acer monitor and the AOC monitor. So if you want those monitors, they are a little bit cheaper too. You can watch a video for them. Okay, and I want to say something else before. Yeah, and let's go ahead see the videos of the parts, and let's go ahead see the process of building the motherboard. And after that we see everything. I boot up the PC, you can see the case, you can see the monitor, and we can see some benchmarks of the PC.
Okay, these are the parts we just chose. So this is the case, GAMDIAS. I have the HP monitor, 21.5 inch. Seagate 2TB internal hard drive, 3.5. The EVGA 500 watt. It's also 80 plus. Power supply. Ryzen 3 3200G with Vega 8 graphics. The Wi-Fi, also the power 8 feet long because I need it. The Gigabyte B450M DS3H Ryzen motherboard. Also I have the keyboard we just chose, which is JetTech. I have the special edition of Logitech mouse. And yes, basically these are all of the parts we just chose. The motherboard also came with RGB, and as you can see the fans are running very smoothly, noiseless, with different colors of RGB. Also for my gaming set I purchased a Genie Mercury smart light bulb RGB, which you can control it with your phone or PC, and the Logitech camera we just chose, plus the stand. And by the way, the Wi-Fi is 2.4 GHz and 5.8 GHz plus Bluetooth. Yeah.
So this is the monitor. I set up the PC. This PC costed under $600. You can watch my video on how to build the PC and all of the parts for this. The monitor looks very sharp and good. It's actually the second monitor I'm testing today. This one is the best so far. The other one was in the Acer. You can look at the review for that. That wasn't that much good. This is way better. As you can see, it came with the HDMI, VGA, and a DisplayPort. I connected through a HDMI to my PC. The VGA came and the DisplayPort. If you have DisplayPort, use that. If you don't have the DisplayPort or HDMI, use the VGA. But one downside that this monitor has, it doesn't have the speaker, which is not that a big deal, because usually the monitors with their speaker is worthless. The sound is very bad, like the Acer one I reviewed.